Hello and welcome back to Concert Critiques in Cars with Emily. Kind of a special edition, if you will. I am in North Carolina right now and I decided to get a hotel close enough to the venue where I could walk. So that is why I am in the morning on my way home. That and I have like 5 hours of straight road. So yeah. Why stay up late in a parked car when I could just do it the next day in a moving car? Anyway, this is a big one. There's a lot to talk about and I'm so excited. So I went to go see Machine Gun Kelly in North Carolina for 2 reasons. One, the night of the show in DC, I can't go. And 2, I need a North Carolina concert, so why not this one? All right, so let's just jump right in. So the opener was Dior, and I really liked his first song. It had a faster pace and I really loved the verses and the chorus. Really liked the dramatic shift in music for the second song. And so I don't know if this was like should have been added beforehand or what happened, but then like they added this like his symbol, like this purple thing to the front of the mic stand. And the next song was a little bit slower, and I felt actually really bad for him. His pack kept dropping like off of his like pants, and so the tech people had to keep like running out and putting it in, but to his credit, never stopped, never was phased, just kind of kept right on going. So that was pretty impressive because I'm sure that was very stressful. So I think there were a lot of short songs. I really liked the set, but I really was like, am I missing? Is this a new song? Or is this just like a bridge that has a dramatic change in it? So again, like the set overall was great. I really liked the music. I just genuinely don't know if he played 6 songs or like 10 songs because I don't know where one song ended and the next one started. But anyway, there was definitely a clear song change, or just at least one song, where it was Fill My Cup. I don't know if that's the actual title, but that's what the most often lyric was, so I really liked that song. And then the next fewer songs, or the next song, sorry, had a slower feel. And then I'm pretty sure it was a new song because it had like a much quicker feel, and I really liked that. So yeah, so really liked that change from that slower pace song to that really fast song. I liked that faster song. Then he had people put their flashlights up, and it was a slower song, which I really liked the instrumentals too. It had like a quick feel for the verses and pre-chorus, but then still had that like slower vibe, so I really liked that. Then he walked off the stage and went down to the barricade to sing the next song, which had a much heavier feel. I really enjoyed that as well. During the second verse, he went back onto the stage. And then after that, there was a really like rap-esque song. I wasn't a huge fan of that. And unfortunately, it was his last song, so I kind of ruined the end of his set for me. But he left the stage and his band was still playing. So I liked that part of it, like the instrumentals, not that he was leaving the stage. But yeah, so I was a little disappointed with, just choosing that last more rappy song. But I get why he did it, right? He's supposed to be a hype man. So I understand it. It just it wasn't my favorite part of his set. So then Avril Lavigne came on. Man, I've seen her a lot this year, which is great. I'm not going to complain. She came out from under the stage, like the center of the stage rose up and she was on it. And they shot streamers during the second chorus. It was Wanna Be Your Girlfriend, which again, don't know if that's the actual song title. I love the bridge to that song so much. And then there were these like giant, like orange and black balloons, I guess, that were in the pit. Like the pit was tossing them back onto the stage and stuff, so that was pretty cool. Then she played Bite Me. I really like that song, love to see it live, so that was really fun. I didn't recognize the next song. There was a slower start. I really liked the chorus, and then she had the crowd sing like the la la la's part, so that was pretty cool. And then, oh boy, I hope everyone's okay. Then she played Complicated after telling us that that album that it was on had come out 20 years ago. I feel a little old. But she definitely had like a nice subtle change in the second verse and then some more changes towards the end, which I loved. So she like gave it to the crowd during the pre-chorus, and we were terrible. We did not do a good job. We weren't loud enough. And it's funny because it seems like a lot of the time when she would throw us the mic to sing, I don't know if it was like just because it was the pre-choruses or just a weird part in the song that wasn't maybe the most known part. We didn't do a great job. It was rough a few times when she would give us the mic, and we just didn't really respond, I think, the way that she was hoping we would. But then she talked about how love doesn't suck for her right now, and her boyfriend Maud's son came out and they did Flames together, which was really cool. There was definitely like a slower start to that song, and it definitely was not the best follow-up for me personally, because I just love Complicated, and then it like I don't know, it was a good song, don't get me wrong. Really enjoyed the two of them singing together. It was really cute to see them on stage together, but yeah. So then she played Love It When You Hate Me. I really liked the faster part in the chorus. The Black Bear part was recorded, so she only was singing her part, and I don't think anyone came on stage to sing that. Now I'm questioning it because of something that Machine Gun Kelly said later in this set, but I think he meant in the tour. I don't think it was our show that Black Bear was actually there. Anyway, after that, she played Skater Boy, which was super fun. Definitely a subtle change in the second verse. This time when she threw it to the crowd, we did better. We were a little bit more prepared, but again, we didn't do the best we could have. And then there were streamers during the chorus, which was really cool. So yeah, that was just like, again, always a fun song to see live. It's just one of those like classics. So yeah, it was good. Then she played I'm With You, and I love that song, and I actually couldn't believe that that was the end of her set. So I guess it makes sense, but it just seemed like Iann Dior played so many songs, but again, I think they were shorter. So anyway, Avril Lavigne ended her set with I'm With You, and I really wanted to see that song, so I was so glad that she played it, so glad. And the fact that she ended with it was super great. Definitely made some subtle changes right before the second chorus, which was super cool, and then again, she threw it to the crowd for the end of the song, and this was our moment to shine. We finally did a good job. The instruments faded as we sang, but then so the instruments faded and she had us sing the chorus, and then like for the end, Avril Lavigne came back like real strong, and the instruments were like full again, and it was really cool. So I really liked her end of the set. I again couldn't have picked a better song. That would have been my choice, so it was great. I really liked that. Oh my gosh. So then Machine Gun Kelly comes on. Whew. Okay, so there was like a spotlight in the back that was still on, and they started to the music that was playing in the background, and then Black Parade started playing. So there was an image on the screen, but after a few seconds it said like shutting down, and I don't know if that was purposeful. I don't really know. It like could have been an ad, and then they were shutting down the ad. I don't know. But there were some technical difficulties, so I'm curious if you guys have been to a different show. Was that intentional? Was there something that was supposed to be on the screen during Black Parade by My Chemical Romance? So yeah, it was just interesting. And then again, just because like the lights were still on, so I don't know. Again, I'm not sure if that was a technical difficulty that one light wasn't going off, or if it should have been on. I'm not really sure. Anyway. After that kind of happened, there was a video of Machine Gun Kelly in a box with packing peanuts, and he calls Kels, and Kels is this helicopter driver. They have a conversation about where he is, and of course his mouth gets covered up when the city comes on, which is fine. I guess maybe a more clever way, instead of just like a little black thing, like he could have just been like, well, I don't know. Anyway, so then this like helicopter, like mini helicopter, comes down from the ceiling and like flies around the stadium. Like, it was awesome. It was so cool. So then there was a little like stage area in the back, and so the helicopter kind of like hovers above that area and drops the ladder, and Machine Gun Kelly climbs out from underneath that little like mini stage. And yeah, so really liked the first song. He sang it while like hanging from the helicopter ladder, so that was really cool. Really cool stunt, great opener song, definitely different and interesting, so that was really awesome. I didn't recognize the second song, but I really loved the instrumentals, especially the piano. I'm gonna go with Lost Boy. I don't know if that's really the song title, but yeah. Also, it's funny, later on in the show, he was like, I have a cool mic stand, right? He does have a cool mic stand. It's like arms, and then the hand holds the mic, and then there's another hand that's just sitting like that so that other things can be held. And throughout the show, there were other things on it as well. But yeah, so really liked the first two songs. So yeah, then after that, he was talking to us and how much he appreciated seeing our faces instead of faces. And he was talking about how much he likes being on stage. Loved the quick, short feel. This time is the last time, maybe? This time is the last? Maybe that was the song. But there were definitely recorded vocals for the other artists on the track, which happened every time he played a song with other vocals, except for one. But I will talk about that. But yeah, so there were recorded vocals. And so, okay, so the way the stage was set up is there was like the front of the stage, which was just a normal flat stage. But then there was like this circle, which was on a slant. And so the drummer and the keyboardist and other instruments, there was like those were flat, but then the rest of it was slanted. So they had like little like dugout places where they could keep their instruments flat, and then the whole rest of it was just like this slanted floor, which was super cool. So yeah, so for that one, he went up on to this giant circle slant thing for the instrumental bridge and like the guitar solo, which was awesome, like super cool. The guitarists and the bassists were so good. They were so good. So is the drummer. Fantastic band. He has really good band members. Anyway, so then there were firework blasts, like sparks at the beginning of the next song, which was Mainstream Sellout. I know that one, which was cool. I really like that song and was excited to see it. Then he was talking about how his daughter hit Michael Jordan's car with a volleyball the previous night in Charlottesville, and then like he had like this angel and a devil. So he was the angel and the devil, and they were talking about drinking. And so that was weird because, again, I think there was some technical difficulties, because at one point he was like, well, if I can't see it, like we can't do this. And then all of a sudden it appeared on the screen. So there was definitely something going on. I'm not really sure what was happening. But it was definitely interesting because this whole show is like a plot line, right? Like you unfold the story as he goes through the set. And again, I think the angel devil thing was part of that, but it just was confusing. And again, I don't know if it was confusing because of technical difficulties or what, but it was a little confusing. So then he went onto the slanted part of the stage for the next song, and then he kind of played a lot of it on the speaker or amps, I guess, for a lot of the song, which was cool because he was on our side of the stage for most of it, so it was pretty neat. Something must have gone wrong with the set list order. I don't know. So SOS, maybe that's the song, was played next, and again, it was like after the previous song, he went and talked to one of the guitarists, and then he came back to the mic and was like, oh, like, I believe in aliens, and like this year's taught me that like if you're a conspiracy theorist, like I believe in aliens. And he's like, see, this is proof. The set list is like all messed up. So again, I don't really know what happened, but yeah. So anyway, they oh my gosh, so during the song he brought this little girl who was in the pit on stage, and she was so stinking cute, and it was so cute. He's like sat like crouched down next to her and sang the song with her and gave her the mic, and like she held the mic for him. It was so cute. It was so cute. So I really loved that part. It was so sweet. And then like, so he's crouched down playing guitar, and like he hands her the mic so she can hold the mic while he's playing the guitar, and they like sang together. It was really sweet, and it was super cute. And yeah, it was really cute. So then there were more of those firework spark things towards the end of the song. Well, I guess maybe there was actual fire. Yeah, I should have taken better notes. Sorry. Okay, so then after that, he introduced the band, and they played instruments as they were introduced, which again, they were all super impressive. They played songs that like I actually knew, like, and recognized, so that was pretty cool. All right, so the next song was a song that I recognized, but didn't know super well, and I really loved it. And again, there was a recording part during the singing that wasn't his. I want to say it's Don't Know Nothing at All. Is that maybe the title? But really liked that. Then he started smoking weed, and he had the camera look at a guy in the crowd that had in the pit that had a sign that said bootleg MGK, and he really did look like him. He was tall, he had the same kind of hair, so that was pretty funny, and I'm glad that he like was interactive with the crowd. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, so then I loved the next song, and I definitely don't know the title. But the song says "Don't Want to Fall When I'm This High," so I really, really liked that. This is where the keyboard guy definitely sang some of it. He came down away from his keyboard and was on the slanted part of the stage, so he definitely sang a part of that song. But then there was some that was recorded too. I was really trying to pay attention to who was singing, because I wanted to make sure that I had like the recording versus like actual people on the stage who were singing. So yeah. So then Iann Dior came back onto the stage from underneath to sing the next song, which I'm gonna say it goes like that. Was the main part that I could hear. So that was cool. I like that he brought the people that he's on tour with back on stage, and obviously he's gonna bring Avril on, guys, because we all know they has that song. So we'll get there. So then he played More Than Life, which was a slower song. So he started on the slanted part of the stage, was really excited about seeing this song. Okay, so then there were like flame cannons during the chorus, which were insane. And I'm not talking about just like the one little off fireballs, which there were some of those too, but I'm telling you, it was like they were like crossing each other. Like, it was crazy. It was awesome. The flames were so cool. I really liked that part of the show, and I was excited because it was during a song that I really liked as well. So then the next song after that had a slower feel, but then it had like a quick, so again, this is like slower vibe, but it had that quick short start for the verse and the chorus, which I loved. I'm gonna say it's Die in California. That's what it was, the part of the song I recognized the most, which I thought was a really great follow-up, right? Because he had these like slower starts, but then like they were also kind of not slow. So really liked those two back to back. Thought that was really good. Then the drummer and the keyboardist played for a little bit. So the next song had this like rap start. It was actually really cool to hear him sing so quickly. I was really impressed. Again, I'm not a huge rap person, but just like, maybe it was like the instrumentals that weren't super rappy, but then he was like singing very quickly. I don't know what it was. It was really cool. Again, obviously not my favorite part of the show, because one, I didn't know the song, and two, I don't love rap, but man, it was impressive. And then, so it was not only impressive what he was doing, but it was cool because so the stage, the part of the stage that had gone under the stage to bring Avril up and him up, and also, Iann Dior up, went up. So now instead of going down, the stage is going up. So he was on like the raised part of the stage while he was singing the song. So it was just really cool. And then like all of a sudden at the end of the song, it gets like heavy metal, which was so random, but so cool. So yeah, so then again, like it just, I liked it. It wasn't my favorite, but it was definitely a cool song to see live. Again, super impressive. Really liked the raising of the stage, and then the heavy metal part was just super random and cool. All right, so then after that, when he went back down on the stage, he like went completely under the stage. So then, okay, it was like so crazy that this thing was there the whole time. So then after that part, lights like go on to behind the circle part of the stage, and there is this inflatable like human body with this like computer as a head. So cool. And he talks about how it was like his name was Internet, and he was putting Machine Gun Kelly in a box. So then after that, they played Paper Cuts, which was so cool. And then for the haze, there were fireballs in the chorus, and I was so excited to see that song live. So that was really cool. Then he played Tickets to My Downfall, and he talked about how the Internet wanted to put him in a box, but he wouldn't let him. I really loved when the song got like really heavy. It was super fun, really fun song to sing. Then he put the guitar behind his head at the beginning of the song and played it, even though I didn't recognize the song until the chorus, but it was good. It was a nice follow-up. He went off the side of the stage and walked like around the, like around where the pit and the seats are. And yeah, he like actually stopped in the like crowd, right, like halfway down the stadium. So he stopped, he was on the opposite side of the stadium from us. So yeah, it was really cool that he just like sang part of the song there. He definitely almost fell. I think maybe someone was, I don't know, trying to touch him or like say hi to him. And so again, very like unique to that setting. But yeah, so then by the end of the song, he was walking back to the stage. Then after that, he was like, do you guys know what song I'm gonna play? I bet you can't guess. It was Bloody Valentine. Oh, he definitely changed the pace at parts, which was so good. It was so good. And then he extended the end, and they had like smoke jets, and it was just like the guitar at the end was super cool. It was just so good. So good. Unfortunately, the next song. Oh, well, okay. Let me go back, sorry. So after that, he started singing Drug Dealing Girl, right, without any instruments, okay? And so then he gave the crowd to sing Drug Dealing Girl, but only sang like a bit before starting another song. So I don't know. So anyway, it was just like that little quick part. I didn't recognize the song. It had a really strong rap vibe feel, like just so much bass, and it was just not a good follow-up for me. It was so disappointing. I was on this Bloody Valentine high, and then it totally was disappointing. So that was not great. So then there was, so definitely my low of the show because it was so good and then it was so bad. So then they get back to this Internet plot line. Okay, so the helicopter, which was still just like hanging in the middle of the pit, kind of, well, like above the middle of the pit, starts like shooting fireworks, sparky things at the Internet, and it wasn't enough. And so they played a song I recognized, No More Raps Feels, which was great. And so it was cool because the song like lyrics actually kind of went with what was happening with the whole Internet and the helicopter thing. So I really liked that. And then this like giant white woman is inflated on the side of the stage. So again, it was opposite me. So this giant white figure, which looked like a woman, gets like inflated on the side of the stage. I'm gonna say it was World War IV was the song that was playing. Again, very appropriate, I suppose. So Machine Gun Kelly was laying on the slanted part of the stage for this song, which was cool. Again, just like a fun song, good follow-up to the previous song because it wasn't a rap song, so that was nice. So then he got up and started talking to the white giant, and then he was like, what? So she said all this like great stuff about like, it's in you, it's been in you to defeat this internet. And then he's like, wait, but I don't understand, who are you? And then you get that clip where I am God from fell in love with an emo girl. So that was super cool. I did really like that. That was awesome. So then that song was played and it was super cool. And again, a recording played for the female vocals on that song. So then after that, Avril Lavigne came back out and they played the song that they did together. So I was really excited to see that. And of course, having actually the singer there was super cool. And they were like super cute on stage. It was really fun. And then both of them were taken underneath the stage at the end of that song. And the band played until Machine Gun Kelly came back up. Okay, so I don't know the name of this slower song that was played next, but I really wanted to see it and I was super excited. Again, I really liked it. It was like well placed, right? You kind of had that break where it was just the band playing for a little bit, and the instrumental part was really cool, especially when all four of them, so all four, the guitarist, Machine Gun Kelly, and the bassist were all playing like together, and that was just like awesome. It was really, really cool. I really liked that part. Man, guys, I know it's a long one, but it's a lot of fun. There were a lot of cool things. So then at the end of that song, he had everyone say F the internet, but the actual word, and then the internet finally died. It was in us all along, everyone. So the song after that was this like short, quick feel to the verse of the next song, which I really liked. Again, I don't know this title, but I recognize the song. And then again, the female vocals were a recording. After that song, we got an acoustic guitar starting the song, but I'm gonna say it was Forget Me Too. I don't know if that's the correct name, but started it with a good acoustic guitar and then switched to the normal guitar, fireballs during the pre-chorus, which were super cool. I really liked that song. I loved the acoustic start, but I loved that it didn't stay acoustic. It was a really good choice. I loved it. I thought that was really great. Okay, so then he played his newer single, Break Up Just to Make Up, which is what I'm guessing it's called. I have no idea. And again, there were recorded male vocals. Okay, you guys are gonna really hate me. I should have looked this up beforehand. But then he played this current single, and I don't know what it's called. I really should know, and I'm so sorry. I really should have looked this up before I started this. I'm sorry. But of course, I was waiting for this one, and it was, I swear to God, I never fall in love. That's like the chorus part. I know that's not what it's called. I am so sorry. I literally could have just opened Spotify. It's probably like the number 1 or 2 song that he has, other than, yeah, I should have done that. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize I'd forgotten to do that until right this moment, and I was like, ooh, I'm 28 minutes in. There's no way I'm starting this over. Sorry. Okay, anyway, so yeah, so there were obviously the vocals other than his own were recorded. There was confetti during the second verse. So yeah, he definitely changed the pace of the chorus towards the end. It was so good. I loved it. Like at the end, there were just so many changes. It was just so good. I loved it. I love the subtle changes. I love the not so subtle changes. It was great. Super exciting to see that song. And then he asked everyone to put their flashlights on, and he played that slower, like newer song, the Twin Flame song. I know that's probably not what it's called. I'm so sorry, guys. But it was really good. I really liked that 1-2 combo. And there was fire during the heavier instrumental bridge, and then like spark fireworks started shooting from the center of the stage, like in a ring. Like it was cool. It was really cool. And then that was it. That was the show. But what was also super cool is, so after, I wasn't in the pit, so whatever. But after the show, he like went along the barricade and like said hi to a lot of people and shook their hands and stuff. So that was really cool of him, just in general. Okay, so let's score this baby. All right, really liked Iann Dior. Didn't love his last song. Unfortunate choice. Loved Avril. There was pretty much not a single song. I love that she ended with the song that I would have picked her to end with. It was great. She basically played all of her hits. It was really good. She was really good. Then Machine Gun Kelly, again, he had a few rap songs. The one moment that I just, was when he played Bloody Valentine and then went into that rap song. Not my choice, wouldn't have been my choice. However, it was a really cool show. There were lots of cool stunts. The firework things, like just the intro, him coming in on that helicopter was super cool. It was cool. It was a really fun show. He played a lot of songs. He went over, an hour and 15 minutes. Like, it was good. It was a good show. He's a very good performer. His band that plays the instruments were really good. I don't know what to give this one. I'm gonna give this one a 9. There were so many cool good things that it definitely overshadowed the not so cool good things. So yeah, 9.0. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you went to that show. Let me know if you went to another show. Especially, I'm super interested if you went to the DC show on Friday, just because I'm curious to how it differed, what I would have been experiencing if I was able to go on Friday. So yeah, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.